Doctor Who Kinder, Doctor Who Kinder, the third story of the Fifth Doctor, is written by Christopher Bailey and starring Peter Davidson, Matthew Waterhouse, Sarah Sutton and Janet Fielding. So the story was going to be the Kinder, but obviously removed the, and this is the first story that Eric Saywood got involved as a script editor. Nessa is rarely in it because of the time there were originally for the Doctor to have Adric and Tegan, but it was decided to keep her in. The story was examined closely in the 1983 Media Studies volume Doctor Who The Unfolding Text by John Tulloch and Manuel Alvarado. This was the first major scholarly work dedicated to Doctor Who. Tulloch and Alvarado compared to Kinder with Ursula K. Le Guin's 1976 novel The World for World is Forest, which shares several themes with Kinder and may have been a template for the story. The Unfolding Text also examines the way Kinder incorporates Buddhist and Christian symbols and themes, as well as elements from the writings of Carl Jung. So we get a funny opening scene where Sandal gave Hindle a fright with a mask. Meanwhile, Tegan is wandering around. Nessa and Adric were playing chess together, then Nessa is passing out again. So she gets taken back inside the TARDIS to rest. So the Doctor, Tegan and Adric has a look at those wind chimes. It's got a great sound and music.
Wait a minute. That one again. Now that one.
While Tegan is feeling dizzy and passing out, Adric finds a machine object called TSS, Total Survival Suit. After Adric closed the door, it came to life and it took the Doctor and Adric to the base, and they get questioned by Sandal.
An apple a day keeps the, No, never mind.
So then the Doctor has a look at a couple of Kinders in the cage as they're telepathic. After Todd giving the Doctor an apple in discussion, Hindle came in and ordered them to see Sandal. He's really stroppy when he kicked off, and then he communicated with two Kinder race. The bit where Tegan is inside the mind of Mara and people there are so terrifying.
I suppose you're also going to tell me I don't exist.
I get Insidious vibes. That's well done for low budget and its time. So eventually Sandal left Hindle in charge. As soon as Sandal left, Hindle held the Doctor, Todd and Adric at gunpoint. There's two Kinders pointing guns at them, and Hindle claims he has the power of life and death for everyone. Scary stuff.
You forget, I'm now in command. I have the power of life and death over all of you.
So later, the Doctor, Adric and Todd gets taken in the cage. The Doctor and Adric decide to play pick a hand.
It may surprise you to learn, Doctor, I've never actually been locked up before.
Choose.
What?
Go on.
That one.
Which frustrated Todd. So while Hindle gets two Kinders under control, Panna and Karuna finds out that Aris came, so Karuna uses her power to read Aris's mind, and he's angry the fact that his brother is kidnapped or something. So after he left, Sandals arrived in the TSS and gets him to take the box. We get unsettling scene where Tegan is talking to her other self. So while Adric pretends to agree Hindle, about the plants are dangerous, so he can get the key for the Doctor but gets caught, Tegan gets possessed by a Mara and woke up. So she managed to pass Mara tattoo on Aris after throwing apples at him and passed out. So Sandals came back, doesn't seem like himself. He keeps trying to get Hindle to open the box. So eventually the Doctor, Adric and Todd gets locked up in the cage again. Hindle forces the Doctor to open the box. Wonder what it'll be. I like Peter Davidson as the Fifth Doctor. He's great as always. Matthew Waterhouse as Adric is a great psychic. Janet Fielding as Tegan Jovanka. Her acting is fantastic, especially when she gets possessed by the Mara. And not to mention those red or pinky paint stuff in the teeth. That is pretty effectively. This is Janet's favourite script, and Peter Davidson loved it because it gave Tegan more than just getting angry with the Doctor. Sadly, Sarah Sutton as Nessa only appeared in part 1 and 4 because the contract, but she didn't mind, so she went shopping while the story was filming. And of course I do love Nessa. Mara species are, or were, entities that lives in dark places of the inside, and I think they're pretty cool and scary. They should definitely bring them back for modern series. It does get mentioned in Torchwood's Small Worlds, Simon Rouse played Hindle, a member of the expedition and later in charge. What a great villain, especially when he had a meltdown and great development. Jeff Stewart played Dukat, a Mara manifestation. Well, performance there, he's so terrifying. Neris Hughes played Todd, a scientist who's part of Expedition. She later played Brenda Williams in Torchwood Something Borrowed. Richard Todd played Sanders, who's in charge of the expedition until he left and let Hindle in charge. Kinder are humanoids from the planet Devaloka. Mary Morris played Panna, an all-blind wise Kinder, and has an acolyte, Karuna, played by Sarah Prince, and apparently they're just as one. Adrian Mills and Lee Corns played Aris in Trickster, Kinder Races. Trickster is Jester. Everyone did a splendid job with their roles. The atmosphere, sets, sounds and effects is outstanding. The music by Peter Howell is brilliant. After the Doctor opened the box, we get an amusing scene when it's just a fake plant and everyone but Hindle laughed.
No! Oh no! Oh, is that...
So then it causes the power to play up, the cage door opens, the Doctor and Todd sees the illusions of Kinder and Panna, Krona asking them to come to them with their hands like that. So the Doctor and Todd made a run for it into the planet's surface and get surrounded by many Kinder. The bit where Trickster flipped and landed on his back, I was like, oof! Did that actually hurt him? I hope he's okay after that. As Aris speaks, then Karuna communicated with his mind and realised that there's voices in him.
He must be killed.
Aris!
No.
Must read your mind.
So she took the Doctor and Todd to the cave where Panna is. It's really funny when she calls the Doctor an idiot. While Adric tries to find an excuse to escape from Hindle, Sandals, two of the Kinder Races. Kinder Races took Karuna away. Panna tells the Doctor and Todd what Mara is, so they went inside, the illusion watching Kinder standing in a circle with countdown sound, and after that they found Panna has died. Crikey. Something disturbed Karuna and we learn that Panna's knowledge has passed on to Karuna. While Aris tells the Kinder that Dome will be destroyed, Hindle got himself distracted by making people out of cardboard. Adric escaped. The Doctor, Todd and Karuna found Tegan sleeping. He woke her up and finding out what she dreamt of. Then later, everyone found Adric using TSS and attacked Aris.
Would you help me? Adric, stop! Listen to me!
So the Doctor got him to stop as it's his fear that's controlling TSS. So Adric got out of it. As Hindle is doing a genocide plan, the Doctor and Todd arrived. Hindle opened the box even though Todd told him not to, but she must have known he would, so his mind changes and he's canny in the end. So the Doctor figured out that the mirror would be a way to stop the Mara, as evil can't face itself. So Karuna is used as a bait and gets chased by Aris, so then he gets surrounded by large mirrors, and it's nicely done when it's the snake that came out of him. Both original and CGI replacement worked really well. So in the end, everyone said goodbye. Nessa has recovered. Saying the title of the story makes me craving for Kinder. So this is a kind of good story. Okay, I do think it's a really great story. I get goosebumps from this. What's your thoughts of Kinder? Drop your thoughts on the comments down below. Thanks people as always for watching and see you in the next video.